Surprise! It's another alien movie! We're talking about another alien movie today. Why? Because I'm surprised I haven't talked about this one yet. Because I was obsessed with this movie as a kid. I was obsessed with a lot of alien movies as a kid. This one was like one of my top ones. This one was just like Independence Day and Battle of Los Angeles. I've yet to talk about Battle of Los Angeles. I did talk about Independence Day a few months ago. This is Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds, the 2005 version. So this is the third iteration. I suppose I know the third iteration because the original was 53, then there was one in like 83, and then there was one in 05. And then actually just recently, and the reason I thought about this movie was because one came out this last April in 2023, the UK version of War of the Worlds, which all these movies are good in their own way, but Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg, that one, it is such a good movie. It's definitely not an A-rated movie. It's not a movie you'd sit there and when someone asks what movie you want to watch, you don't go Tom Cruise War of the Worlds. If you're thinking of watching a Tom Cruise movie, you think of Mission Impossible or Top Gun. You don't think of War of the Worlds. But this movie in its own right is really well done. Steven Spielberg did an amazing job on it. It's a survival movie. This one is alien invasion, but instead of like having people fighting back, no, there are sequences of that, but the movie isn't made up of people fighting back. There are scenes of that. There's scenes of the army coming in and fighting them, which in itself is fucking badass as fuck. I love that fucking part. There's a whole like battle on the hill type of scene where they're on these hill. You don't see what's going on over the hill, but you can see the military just shooting everything they have, and you hear that they are like not doing any damage whatsoever. I love that sequence. I used to watch that all the time on YouTube when I was a kid. Then there's the javelin rocket scene at the end of the movie where they finally can do damage to the aliens, and it's pretty cool. I love that scene. I'm all about action. You could put me in front of a movie and just have like the U.S. Army fighting aliens, and I'll be content. I'll be content. I probably won't even notice when the movie changes from War of the Worlds to Transformers, because all I'm gonna see is fucking army guys fighting aliens, and I'm gonna be like, that's fucking awesome. The movie is more of a survival rather than the whole military fighting the aliens thing, which is in itself another aspect I like, because it's Tom Cruise trying to take his two kids. They're trying to get to Boston to go to his ex-wife's house because his kids obviously want to go back to their mom, and they hear Boston has not been obviously touched. Now by the end of the movie you find out Boston has been eradicated, like it has been fucking decimated. His ex-wife, their mom is still alive. Actually, they end up getting to her and everything. None of the main characters actually die. That is good. But it has a bunch of just scenes that are so good. The first tripod scene, when the first tripod comes out of the ground and it stands over everybody. And then there's that horn. That horn, or that whatever, horn is the one I can think of to describe it. And if you don't know what horn I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and just play you the sound clip real quick. Like, holy shit. I mean, that's a classic sound. I guarantee a lot of people can pick that sound out. For like, if you play that sound to a good chunk of people, they're gonna be able to tell what that's from. That honestly, like, it is scary, but it has the same effect on me as Jango Fett seismic charge from Star Wars Attack of the Clones. It is such an iconic sound, and it's a little bit of an eargasm, honestly. So what ends up happening is the tripods then have these arms that shoot fucking beams that decimate people, evaporate them, vaporize them. And Tom Cruise becomes the luckiest bastard on the fucking planet and manages to avoid that laser, like, literally, like, 4 fucking times as he's running away. I don't think anyone else in the world could have that luck. I really don't think so. Because, I mean, 1 time is pretty lucky. 2 times, fuck yeah, I don't know. I have no comparison. 3 times, that's just fucking weird. 4 times, I have no, like, more than once I have no comment on, because what the fuck? I feel bad for the poor bastard that gets fucking lasered in front of Tom. So like when he's running away, he like stops like right here. So here's Tom, here's the other guy, and he stops, and the guy in front gets lasered, like right in front of him. There's a bunch of suspenseful moments. Like they hide out in the basement of this elderly guy's house, and the aliens send like these like little kind of tentacles down with cameras on them to scout, and then they send actual aliens down to go look in the basement. And they survive that. They survive an encounter with the elderly man because he starts freaking out and he's gonna give away the position. Tom Cruise even gets to kill one because he picks up a grenade, gets taken by it, and then lets the grenade explode inside the ship, and he fucking survives that. So Tom Cruise, I think, is the only non-soldier in the movie to have a fucking alien kill. So props to him. I actually thoroughly enjoy this movie. I know it's not the best movie, but I definitely thoroughly enjoy it. I think War of the Worlds is a really good movie. It's definitely a fun movie to just sit and watch. Like what summer day, late night. You know, if you're just bored and have nothing to do, War of the Worlds is a good movie to just sit and watch. It actually really is. The movie does end on a positive note, like I said. They go find his ex-wife. He basically takes his kids to his ex-wife so they can reunite with their mom, which is kind of the happy ending. So no one dies, everyone's alive, everybody is safe. They get home. Robbie, the son, actually manages to take off during the hill battle because he wants, for some reason in the hill battle, all these civilians are trying to run up to the soldiers to go see what's going on. Like, the reasoning is because they want to see what's going on, but the whole point of the soldiers being there and using all their firepower on these aliens is to suppress them, to delay their advantage so the civilians can get to safety. And all these civilians are just running up the hill, and it's like, what are you doing? That makes no sense. And then what happens is Tom Cruise leaves his daughter by a tree to go retrieve his son. And then Tom Cruise gets faced with the ultimatum: choose one kid or basically lose both. He's trying to stop his son from running up and over the hill. And at the same time, this couple running away comes across his daughter, and they're trying to take her, and the daughter's trying to say, no, my dad's right there, he's getting my brother, and they're trying to take her. And Tom Cruise sees this, he's faced with the ultimatum. He's got to choose one kid. His son convinces him to let him go, so he lets him go. And the son runs up over the hill. Tom Cruise runs back, grabs his daughter. He sees this big explosion. He assumes Robbie's dead. It's revealed at the end of the movie Robbie somehow managed to survive by some miracle. And I really would like to see how he managed to survive that. I really would, if I'm being honest, because that seems really interesting. The movie is really well done. I know it's kind of gratuitous for me to say the movie is really well done, but to say it's not the best movie, it's not the best movie, but it's a movie you can sit down and watch every once in a while, unless you're me and you rewind it as soon as it's done to watch it again. But decent movie. I'd say check it out if you haven't. Really good movie, especially if you want to hear that tripod sound. That tripod sound is absolutely it's an eargasm. But also, if I heard it in real life, I would definitely just accept my fate. So guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you later in a new one. Have a good day, and as always, stay awesome, everybody.